you saw some of it. Did you see anybody who, because people always talk about the Hall of Fame, like who should go to the Hall of Fame. And I had this conversation on a different podcast with Lenny and Robert about who should go. And if we were all offered the opportunity, hey, take these drugs and, you could change your life, man. You got column A, take these drugs and become a professional athlete, which means you're going to be thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars, right? And then column B is you're just going to be an ordinary dude working at Target or something. You know what I mean? Like, I think, so my question is, did you see anybody excel from taking it and then ended up going farther than just maybe high school football?
Nah, nobody that I saw really went professional, but I did see a lot of them go to college.
Also play for college?
Yeah, and I do think that had a great thing to do with it because you're just running people over. I mean, in football at least, like when you take that kind of stuff, it's a huge difference because football is all contact. It really has to do with size, agility, strength, all of that. And I know a few kids.
So here's the question though: would you think those guys still would have made it to college? And how about this? Had it become a thing? Because I know a lot of guys who were like, "Listen, everybody was doing it. So if you didn't do it, you didn't have a chance."
The thing is that at least I'm speaking on football right now.
Right.
Football is a sport where you have to have like this certain kind of mentality. Mm-hmm. If not, you're really gonna get hurt. You know what I'm trying to say? So I think these people would have made it? Possibly, because of just the way that they thought. Because it wasn't just the steroids; it was also that mentality that they went in with, that nobody was gonna knock them down. That,
right.
They
like
ran
a beast.
Shit, Yeah, like there was no doubt in their head that if it was them like colliding with somebody, that they was gonna run them over. So do I think they would have still made it? Yeah. Do I think they would have been as good? Probably not.
Probably not. Okay.
Because there's a difference between, pressing like 135 and pressing 305.
It's a big difference, man.
That'll get you on the field for sure.
Yeah. So throw out a number, man. I don't want you to throw out any names or something like that. But how many or percent? What percentage of guys playing football in high school football in New Jersey you think are taking something?
I would say like 40%, honestly, because and it's such a high number. I'll give you a reason why. Because typically, if you're in a locker room full of dudes who are doing it, and let's say you're part of that starting 11, right? Yeah. Let's say you're part of that starting 11. I don't think it's been a while. Let's say you started that starting 11, and everybody else is doing it. Like your 10 teammates that are starters with you, 11 are doing it. You're like, all right, am I really gonna be that one dude who doesn't do it and let these guys like throw me out of this lineup because I'm telling them on points? And I know that if I don't do it, the next person up gonna do it.
Yeah.
So that being like that, and it's a locker room. Stuff travels fast.
Yeah. Was there any pressure from like the coaches to do it? You think the coaches knew about it, didn't know about it?
That's a good one. I think they knew about it.
Okay.
I don't think they were the ones facilitating the whole process. They you have to know it when a kid goes from scrawny to
yeah.
Oh,
What about personally? Did a coach ever come up to you and say, "Hey, yo, Chris, man, you need to be taking this stuff"?
No, never.
Okay. That's good because I had a friend playing baseball.
They used to do that with you. They used to do that in the old.
No, because in my day, like I said, it happens more for people who had more money. People like us did, you know what I mean? It didn't really, But so I know a guy though, like who grew up. I think he grew up in Florida, and baseball it was pretty big down there. He's Cuban too, so he was in the Cuban community, and he said when he got to high school, at senior year, he pretty much got told like you got to take it. He said like when college, everybody was taking it. He might have made it to the minor leagues, but I think he got hurt. But he never was going to be good. But he was like, pretty much everybody was taking it. And I want to say this was like the early 2000s when this happened to him.
Yeah, I feel like it's came so far that now there's even like stuff that you wouldn't even like. It goes undetected, you know, like because there's just so much more out there now. I honestly, if I had to take a guess of how many pro athletes or even college athletes were taking it, I'd definitely put it over 50%. I couldn't give you a spot on number, but I could promise you over 50%.
Yeah, no doubt.
There has to do with being hurt and wanting to recover fast, or just wanting to be that top dog, you know?
Yeah, it's wanting to be the top dog. It's recovering, and it's also like what you mentioned, and I kind of mentioned too, which is, yo, like if I don't take this asshole behind me who's not as good as me is going to take it. He's going to get better and take my spot.
That's what it comes down to. And then it doesn't even come down to the drugs anymore. It comes down, or whatever you want to call it, it doesn't even come down to that anymore. What it comes down to is him or me, you know?
Yeah.
And then anybody with, you know, hungry personality is going to choose themselves.
Yeah.
And that's just where it comes from.
Yeah. All right, man, let's transition to